So you played in the era where the Pro Bowl meant something compared to nowadays, where the
Yeah.
Pro Bowl just seemed like for the fans. You got flag and all these challenges and games and stuff like that. What did the Pro Bowl mean to y'all back then, as far as where it's compared to where it's at nowadays?
Well, it's funny. I watched the game deteriorate like right before my eyes. So when I
Hmm.
got in, my first year, it was my second year in the league, and I just remember it was sort of competitive, and then fourth quarter it was super competitive. Everybody wanted to win that check,
Yeah,
right? But now y'all
for
boys make too
sure.
much money now, so that check don't matter. So the,
Hey,
the competition just kind of fell by the wayside. It is what it is, bro. So I understand the change because, there's a lot of risk factors that go into it. And I understand where guys come from. A long season, now 17 games, man, that's a lot of wear and tear. So understanding that, one thing that stuck out to me that I was thinking about last week actually was like one thing you could be an alternate and still get into the Pro Bowl. And then you end up getting that credit. I don't even think that exists at this point because there's no reason for guys to drop out, right? Unless you just don't show up to
mhm.
whatever they invite you to. I don't know. I don't know what the criteria is, but that's why some guys were able to get that Pro Bowl nod just because, guys backed out of the game or they were in the playoffs or the Super Bowl and they didn't want to play for whatever reason, injuries, things like that. But man, I don't see people backing out these days. And fortunate enough for y'all, man, y'all don't have to worry about the competition part. But I'm sure there's some things they make y'all do, some hoops y'all got to jump through because there's a lot of sponsors and money involved. So
Yeah.
it's a different game, man. We took pride in it because I never forget Dion told me, don't go out there messing around in practice, in the games. Do not go out there because I made my first Pro Bowl when he was my teammate. And he
Yeah.
just made it a point to say, don't go out there and practice messing around. You cover those dudes like you would cover them on Sunday. Because once they think they can beat you in practice, they think they can beat you on Sunday. And I'm like, well, I went out there serious. And I think I had
Dominated.
like 4 or 5 picks in my career in the Pro Bowl. So
Yeah.
so I think I did all right.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, champ. Them checks still coming in too, though.
See?
Them checks are very hefty. You get some,
See?
you get some big checks. So it's like the same. It's like the same thing. Like towards like the end of the flag football segment, you see
Yeah.
guys starting to like up they play a little bit just because it means something towards the end. But
Right,
yeah,
right, right.
I do agree though. I think that it
Yeah.
changed a lot for sure. And obviously, it's a lot of player safety stuff, a lot of protocol involved into it. So, and a lot of players they don't want to, what I mean, risk they chance of getting injured and stuff like that. So, yeah, a lot has changed. But I remember Sean Taylor. I remember his hit on the punt. I was like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
some
I
real
was in
good
that Pro
action back in the
Bowl.
day.
I,
Yeah.
I was on that punter's team.
Uh
Gosh,
huh.
how was that?
So let me tell you. So all week in practice, you got to think guys are kind of chilling in practice. It's
Yeah.
literally a fast walkthrough, and they kept doing the fake punt, and dude just kept running around us, like we just kept saying like, all right, keep on, and I'd be damn if that shit ain't unfold just like we thought it would. Man, Sean Taylor came around there and blasted him right in front of us, dog. It was ridiculous. I mean, we went crazy because he was sort of an arrogant punter. He kind of
Yeah.
came off that way, not very talkative.
Okay.
I didn't know him. I think he played for Buffalo or somebody. I didn't really know him that well, but I just remember all week in practice, he was the only one going full speed. I'm like, man, what is this dude doing? And I'd be there. He get in that game, and Sean Taylor made him pay. Dog, that's what happened in those games. And, you probably won't see this a lot, but if you go back and watch some of those games, Roy Williams was another one. He would lay your ass out. Like, that dude was a problem. And
Yeah.
he didn't hold back. He didn't care if it was an all-star game or not. He was laying people out. Man, that was just the way it was back then.
What's your welcome to the NFL moment?
Ooh, okay. I do have one. Well, first of all, I was fortunate enough. My first game was against the Cowboys. And this is when they had their three-headed monster, Emmett, Troy, and Michael Irvin. So I got Michael Irvin all day.
You was following them?
Yeah, I was following him. First game of my career. What the hell am I doing?
TAT, you know what Steve said about Champ? He said, no matter where I'm at, Champ following me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Best
I mean,
believe
you
he
got to think.
followed.
I haven't made a name for myself. I'm a nobody. I'm just a rookie, first round pick, whatever. So Michael Irvin, he just made it a point. Every time he come off the ball and it's a run play, he just grabbed my jersey and bang. That was his MO every time. Now he caught a few balls on me, just some comebacks, and I never forget I went out of that game cramping. And boy, he went off. I mean, it was about 95 degrees. We went to overtime, and I was sitting on the sideline most of the fourth quarter in overtime. But man, the dude, he was a problem. Now that was one moment. Now the other moment was later in the year. I had to cover Eric Moulds. Now this is when he was in Buffalo. You talk about country strong. So I'm covering. I'm doing my thing most of the game. You know, he's a big dude. There was just one play, and my shoulder still hurt because of this. This dude locked up on me and had me all the way over there by the cheerleaders.
Oh,
On a run play, dog. I never felt so little boyed in my life. Like he really little boyed me, just took me all the way to the wall, and I just had to surrender. Like there's nothing I could do. I felt my shoulder just tweak, and I just went limp, and he just took me all the way over. It's like, man, I'd never lock up with him ever again. I never touched a big receiver again in my life.
dang.
Eric Moulds. Guys you forget about, man.